You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, we're going to talk about Jimmy Garoppolo. By the way, it looks like a Deshaun Watson decision is not coming today. They're going to allow him to play tonight, it looks like, versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's unbelievable. I can't believe that's going to happen. That's a bad look for the NFL. But what is even more of a bad look is the fact that the NFL and Deshaun Watson could still come to a settlement. I'm pretty surprised by that. But I don't know. I mean, I just don't think the NFL can win that, or Deshaun Watson can beat the NFL in federal court. But I think the NFL's actually worried about it. I saw where his comments about the Predator thing could be used against the NFL, actually in a lawsuit. But if that's how the judge saw it that was ruling on it, and that's the language she used in that, I don't understand what the deal is. I mean, she felt like there was enough evidence there to label it predatory behavior. Well, that's either here nor there. We're going to talk about Jimmy Garoppolo. The reason I bring him up is because if Watson gets a year, Garoppolo may get traded to the Browns. Maybe. Because I don't know what's going on in the 49ers organization. When it comes to personnel decisions and even some of the things that comes out into the public sphere, they don't look so good. Kyle Shanahan can coach his ass off. He can scheme offense. He's absolutely right up there at the top of the league. But there's something going on in that organization when it comes to making decisions like trading everything away for Trey Lance. And now we find out yesterday, Kyle Shanahan just come out and admitted, yeah, it was down to the wire between Trey Lance and Mac Jones. Either one of them they could have gotten in the spot they were setting in the draft. Without giving up any capital, without giving up all that trade capital. And here they are trying to trade this quarterback, and somebody, a coach on the staff, is coming out, and now they're bad-mouthing Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, let me understand this. You're trying to get maximum trade value, you think. You think the Browns are emerging as a trade contender, and one of your coaches goes and does this? Wow. I mean, this looks incredibly bad. I'm sorry, they may think this looks bad about Jimmy, and the fact is, I don't know that I really believe this, to be quite honest with you. And maybe he did, but the fact that the 49ers are letting this out of the organization at the time they're trying to trade this quarterback is one of the most boneheaded moves I've ever seen out of any organization. Again, I've said it every time I make a video. I'm a lifelong 49ers fan. I love what they got going on from a coaching perspective. But actual decision-making off the field and the things they say off the field, I absolutely can't stand it. I don't get it. This is the New York Post. Jimmy Garoppolo ghosted the 49ers after getting $137.7 million contract. Why would you let this out while you're trying to trade him? This baffles me. Jimmy Garoppolo took the money and ran. Garoppolo signed a 5-year, $137.5 million contract extension with the 49ers in February of 2018. An audacious deal considering the quarterback had started just 7 NFL games to that point. And after appearing at a press conference to officially announce the extension, Garoppolo disappeared. Quote, once he left that press conference, nobody heard from him for weeks and weeks. A member of that 49ers coaching staff told the San Francisco Chronicle, quote, he didn't return calls, he didn't return text, he basically just vanished. And we were looking at each other going, quote, what just happened? Who said this? Is this Kyle Shanahan? I mean, you just got to wonder. I mean, it kind of makes you think. The Vanishing Act foreboded the rest of Garoppolo's tenure in San Francisco. Though the 49ers made the playoffs twice, including a Super Bowl appearance in 2020 and an NFC championship loss to the Rams in January, with Garoppolo at the helm, he struggled with consistency and accuracy, failing to live up to lofty expectations bestowed upon him. He had a 68% completion percentage last year. That's pretty good accuracy. That's weird. But look, that's neither here nor there. Realizing that Garoppolo would not be a viable long-term solution, San Francisco traded up to draft his eventual heir, Trey Lance, with the number 3 pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. Lance has been given the starting job ahead of 2022, leaving Garoppolo absent, this time as he awaits the 49ers to find a suitable trade partner. I'm going to tell you what was funny. I saw a video from training camp the other day, and there was a shit ton of fans that just completely ignored what was going on the field, and they all walked over to watch Jimmy G do drills and stuff by himself. By the way, there was also a video that came out that showed him. He was the very first person on the field. Ahead of I'm a 49ers fan, our starting quarterback. Jimmy was the first person on the field. I'm just saying. And look, I've got nothing against Trey Lance at all. I don't. But, I see these comments at a crucial time, at a crucial point, where you believe you are about to possibly trade this quarterback and get something back. You've got a possible perfect storm brewing where you can, for lack of a better way of putting it, bend the Browns over because they've got a good team and they're going to need a quarterback if Watson's gone for an extended amount of time. And one of your coaches, and it says a member of the 49ers coaching staff, came out and said, is talking shit about Jimmy Garoppolo. That's terrible. If I was Kyle Shanahan, if that wasn't me, and surely, and I hope it was not, because that's a terrible look for a head coach if he came out and said this right now. And if he did come out and say this right now, if I'm John Lynch, I'm somewhere furious. I mean, I would be livid if I thought my head coach leaked this. If I'm a 49ers coach and I find out which one of my assistants said this, it's too late in the season. I don't know that you can fire somebody, but I would definitely, behind the scenes, I'd find the shit out of that coach. I'd be like, do you understand how this works? We're trying to get maximum value, and you tell the San Francisco Chronicle you run your mouth about the quarterback we're trying to get maximum value for? You effing idiot. I'm of the notion, and I don't know what happened. Maybe Jimmy did ghost him. Okay? Which he probably shouldn't have, but maybe he did. But I'd have never let that out if I'm trying to trade for him and get something back. You can say that after he's gone. After he's already gone on the roster of the other team in 2 weeks. Yeah, you can come out and say that. To say it prior to a trade being actually having happened and completed? I mean, that's the Niners look worse to me in this than Jimmy does. I'm just letting you know. Or at least whatever coach that is. That's crazy. That's crazy to me that a coach would come out and throw a trade asset like this under the bus before you trade him. I mean, if I was the Browns, I'd be like, what do we expect out of this guy? If you're the Browns, you're like, Well, we was going to give you a 4th, but maybe we're just willing to give you a 6th now. Because it sounds like your quarterback's got character issues. See what I mean? I don't know. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 fans. I saw this and I was like, oh, he ghosted him. That's not great. And then I started reading, and I thought this was going to be, I didn't know who the source was going to be. And then when I got down in the article and saw it was a member of the coaching staff, I mean, I was like, you got to be kidding me right now. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.